Hi everybody, I'm Allie.
And I'm Bridget.
And we are going to show you today some cute and quick and simple ideas when it comes to working with glass cabs.
And these are actually ones that you can make yourself.
So you can have fun, gather up the glass cabs, and join us in making these fun glass cabs. So Bridget had fun with the first ones, and tell us what you did with the cabs.
These are, we have some nail polish laying around, which I'm sure you do too.
Random nail polishes laying around.
We kind of have the three colors, the pink and yellow and the cream. And what I did was I just kind of painted on the back. And with the flower, I did little layers. So I kind of did the red first and then the yellow and let that dry, and then kind of did the outer. And I also used a reamer to kind of spread
and push it along
those
and do it
colors
and you can do it
around.
I'm gonna drop
and which I did on this. This was kind of my first my first experiment, kind of going for like a tie-dye-ish color, but you kind of get the idea. You can kind of make those droplets and then spread it around like Allie's doing here.
I'm having fun while Bridget's doing this.
And like that's what I did here. I did the pink drops and then let those dry, and then I did some of the yellow. I have the bag on there because it's not completely dry yet, so I didn't want to kind of
around, but you can see
get that around. And then, so yeah, you can do kind of a lot of different things with just using nail polish.
We also have a set of acrylic paints sitting here too. You could use acrylic paints.
Yep.
And then to coat up the back so that way it stays, you can use the Permalac and actually coat along the back. So I'm gonna have fun and just kind of use a reamer. You can use a needle, and I'm just going to, I feel like I'm doing cake decorating.
Yeah, that's what
I'm just gonna like spread
that's
around.
what I felt
and
too.
I mean, I did these as a child, working with nail polish in the same direction and the same way, doing with, there you go, and there's my beautiful cab that I worked on, and maybe I'll spread out a little bit more.
You could even do, like, I just thought of this, like clear nail polish and then throw some glitter on there.
Oh, yeah, and then Permalac on top of that. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
You can do a lot of different things, kind of.
Playing around. I know when we were in Minnesota in the store there, my kids made ones that looked kind of like Eye of Sauron, that they had the black in the middle, and then they did ones that had, and you can layer up the different look of it. You could do birthstones, you can do letters, and have fun with it. And we all know we have nail polish sitting around.
Yeah.
That does not need to be used as nail polish. Should not be used
for
as nail polish
like using this one as an example. If you didn't want it to be clear on the outside, you would just let this dry and then paint something on, like a darker color or white, or you know,
so
whatever
that way,
color
when
you
you're
want
putting
to
it
fill
on,
in.
you can actually
those.
Here we'll stick it to a piece of blue for that example here, and so when it'll dry, it'll be a different color on the top. So you can do a different color. We'll show through. So now the blue shows through. Not too bad actually for my first gander and try. Very Jackson Pollock of me. Yeah. So you can do it with nail polish, and you can have fun kind of doing all of these different coatings with it. And we have these cabs in a variety of sizes from 12 up to 25.
Yeah.
And so moving kind of along, one of the next things that we did is I was in the process of recording this needle case cover, and I had the idea of, and I made Bridget do it for me, of actually putting the size of the needle on the top of the needle case. And then I just glued it with some Loctite glue once it was done. When we have the printed out, and you just literally printed it on the paper.
I just printed it from, you know, I just
the regular laser printer.
And then printed it out and cut it out.
So she cut it out for me, and then what you can do with anything that you do with paper, if you're using a regular piece of paper, so here's just a stock image basically, you can kind of position your cab exactly where you want it to be first, and then you can trace the outline. That you'll just take a pen, trace it as little as you can, get a cutting surface, and you can use an X-Acto knife if you really want to get it pristine and precise. And it looks better if you do it on photography paper, but it kind of gives it a vintagey look, even if you're going
with just the regular
printer.
printer.
And you can see with those bigger ones, again, kind of position it exactly where you want, and it magnifies it just a little bit because of the roundness
I like how it magnifies this one. And this one I just printed out also. It's just, you know, just a little rose. And I cut it out. It's not exact, as you can see there, but even you can't really see that on the outside.
And if you're going to go through and put it into a casing, you're really not going to see it either as you're working with it. And with the paper, so here's the deal with the paper. If you want to use regular paper that's printed off, printed in a magazine, you're going to want to get like an Elmer's glue. You Mod Podge, so a little bit of Elmer's glue mixed with some water, and you're going to mix those two together, paint it on whatever section, let it dry. What that's going to do is hold in that color and make that color fast so it stays. So whatever adhesive you're then using to stick it to the glass cab won't pull any of that color out.
Right.
And you used just the Loctite, right?
I just used the Loctite.
Okay, so you use the Loctite because it's a clear drying glue that you can paint it on even if you want to get it a little bit thinner. Put down that piece of paper, and I really like the little bird that we have here. This was really cute too. I came out and saw the little fly. And I was like, oh, you need to make something now and put all of these birds together in a little peyote case, put them all together and have them all being flying away. But that's just taking regular paper. My idea was to get my daughter back here and kind of do a little picture with her of whatever she wanted and have that paint. But you can actually take an actual picture as well.
Yeah,
too.
I was gonna say, I was gonna bring that up because you were talking about that earlier. If you wanted, you know, you could make these like keepsake things if you had a picture of your kids or your family, and just kind of cut that out and do the
Mod
same
Podge,
Mod Podge
same
so it
techniques.
doesn't run.
And do that Elmer's glue mixed with water or that Mod Podge, paint it over it, and then you can use the Loctite to get it onto this clear glass cab. And like I said, I kind of did this as a child with those melted marbles almost that they look like. But they have definitely those imperfections and kind of bubbles in them, whereas these are completely clear. So that's a nice thing that you're not going to have those imperfections as you're working with them. And when you see them, you really can't see any imperfections. I know we have the glare going on here, but they're completely clear glass, high quality cabs, so that way whatever you do. And I like playing around with this. I like can't stop picking out exactly
like where you'd want
where I want that to go. But you can have fun creating your own. I even said to Bridget right before this, I said, oh, now I'm going to make myself a little pair of like seahorse earrings.
With like the little cabs.
That little cabs, those little 12 millimeter cabs, sticking them onto some of the flapbacks and doing that as well. I also brought back one of these kind of newer bales. And I was thinking when we were talking about this, that you could actually make your pendant kind of reversible. That if you took one of these glue-on bales here, you can put a different pendant or something along the back, and actually then when you place this on and glue this down, you make it reversible. So make something that's kind of fun to look at on that side, and then reversible on this side. You see a little bit on the end, but you have that nice kind of slide that you have. My upside down sparrow now. I'll let him fly right. My sparrow there on the front, and then maybe initials or something on the back. And these cool little bales here make it look like it's part of the piece.
I think they're
so they actually look
just
kind of better
a nice
on the back.
Piece where
glue in.
It looks just a part of the necklace.
Part of the polish. And same deal, you can do the nail polish version where you do something kind of more fun and funky in the back, something a little bit more standard in the front, and then you've got a nice reversible pendant as well. So hopefully you get a chance to kind of get these different glass cabs, play around with them. You can even use them with clay, tons of mixed media. Put gears back there,
just do
go crazy.
So much with it.
And the dome, because of that dome, it really does amplify it and give it kind of that nice mirrored look without having to go in and mix an epoxy or do some sort of resin with it. So it's a nice, easy start and an easy way to get into kind of making your own glass cabs.
I think they all look like, you know, they look really nice because of that,
that doming effect.
Yeah, because of the dome. I mean, it looks like, you know, you can make these up and it's like you bought them.
It doesn't look like we actually just kind of printed them off the paper. It looks like we, you know, thought about it and really had fun making, which you did. And now you're kind of addicted and you're going to use the rest of them, aren't you? You're like, now I'm going to make some more and I'm going to have all kinds of stuff. I'm going to have them with my kids and with their cats and all kinds of things on them. But you can have fun making these clear glass cabs and kind of gathering your materials as well.
Yep.
thanks so much for watching us play around with the cabs. I know Bridget's going to go play around more.
I know,
with the
I'm going to go make some more.
She's going to go make some more clear glass cabs, and you can check out our whole entire collection of cabochons, not just the glass ones, all the different ones that we have. And right below us in the description box, we'll put links to purchase from us at PotomacBeads.com as well as PotomacBeads.eu. There's so many options there, but now we just gave the options to make your own
kind of
as
endless.
well.
Yeah.
Endless options of cabs. Also, you can subscribe to this YouTube channel, give us a little thumbs up, and we'll send you regular videos when we have new designs, new projects, when
new
we
updates on anything.
ideas, and we have new better beaters as well. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and let us know what you're making and what you're putting in your glass cabs.
We'd love to
show us what you make in our Facebook group for beading and jewelry making. Post there. Message below any trips, techniques, anything that you want to. And I just thought too, I said that postcards.
Oh yeah,
would be really cute.
would be great.
And little kids, kids writing or little pictures that they do. So have fun kind of playing it up and get your own glass cabs.
Yep.